that was good timing. That was very good timing. I think we caught that.
You know, as a deaf person, I time things very well by accident.
Look, everything in my life happens by accident, including my life. So, you know.
What?
I'll let you figure that one out. All right. So, last we left ourselves, yeah, Scotty and Roro decided to take up their crusade. They, along with their allies, they got Nicole, they got Gil, they got Syl. Well, they got Nicole and Gil anyway, and rode to shore to find out what happened to the party of Syl, Tallow, and Dahadi. Forging through a few primitive traps, they came across an encampment of kobolds that were settling in a bit of a like a pond valley, right at the edge of a waterfall. They were noticed. We're not pointing fingers. But that'll tell you something. Let the guilty one laugh first. And a battle ensued, with the kobolds amongst the village descending upon the party, and they took it to them. Seeing glimpses of both Dahadi and Syl popping out of the woods for reasons. And they were able to dispatch the kobold threat. Dahadi at one point disappeared from view and is not currently seen. But that does leave all the rest of you out in the village, taking a brief moment to catch your breaths. And I'd say that is where we could pick ourselves up.
Scotty's still way over there.
Well, this is just for reference, really. So, what are you up to?
I would like to spend a hit dice to recover myself a little bit more.
Are we doing a short rest?
Are you taking that much time?
I don't think that's a good idea, but
Yeah,
it's
I
also
don't know.
scary too.
Am I allowed to spend a hit dice without taking a short rest?
No, that is when you do spend your hit dice.
Oh.
Yeah, because a short rest is about 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah, we should just jump on.
Then everybody's kind of congregated in the mass of these bodies, essentially. Not in the mass, but there's a lot of people who've gotten beaten to hell. And many of them were kobolds. But yes, the four of you gathered around and just kind of taking a quick breath as, you know, Nicole will end up coming from behind the from deeper in where he got himself cleared out. All right. Is everybody all right?
Thumbs up. Gorgeous smile.
Good enough.
Well, I think we should probably not dally too much. Now, I see this cave. If they are going to be anywhere, I'm going to say that they're in there. Unless everybody else has a better thought.
Did we happen to actually see Dahadi go into the cave, or was
That was, I believe, Scotty was the last one to have eyes on him, and he was near that cave.
Okay.
The cave is probably the best idea. But what do you imagine is in there?
There is this noise that probably startles you briefly, and it sounds like a kobold war cry.
Terrifying.
Especially seeing as how it comes from next to Roro.
Oh hell!
What?
No.
Taking a look around, there is no one next to you but Syl.
Are we to assume that this noise didn't come directly from Roro?
No, well, I mean the intervening squeak from him maybe, but no, it looks just a quick glance around, and Syl just kind of has this quizzical, like a head turn, just almost an expectant waiting look, and it would seem that the noise came from her.
Oh well, that's rude.
Scotty will give her an exhausted look.
She'll point over to the cave and give another one of those cries. Lower, less startling this time, but just got one of that.
Roro was just kind of looking around. Where the hell did that come from?
You're not that dense.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure Roro. The first time, maybe. The second time, he knows where it came from.
Oh, so there was a second time. My bad.
So it would seem to indicate that at least she thinks there's probably more of them inside.
I would agree. What? Sorry, we can throw me in first if you really want.
Oh, come on. You're not that inexpendable.
Oh, how sweet. Sort of.
Look, is everybody okay? More or less. Because if we're going to go in there, we might want to touch up a bit. Not that Gil has too much that he can do.
Does anyone specifically need any healing like things done?
I am currently going and let's see. Nicole's used his. He's already used his second wind. Syl wouldn't mind you that except for that. But what do we have otherwise? Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is fine.
Are you sure?
No, it actually is quite fine. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Why has no one thought to ask Syl where Tallow is?
You're a voice in this party as well.
Yeah, it's not like two, and I'll keep one of those, and okay.
Syl, where did Tallow go? I don't see him anywhere.
She'll just kind of motion to this valley, to this general area. Let's see, she will. take a breath herself. This one will go to her. Come on. Actually work with me, computer. Come on now. There we go.
You can do it. Bardic inspiration.
Okay, well, good job, you.
What?
Let's see, that's 16. You hear that slightly wispy, ephemeral whisper kind of float around her as her mouth just kind of just moves, but it doesn't seem like it's a voice from her. It's more of like it's around her, and she just kind of touches her shoulder, and some of her injuries vanish, and then she will proceed to do the same for both Scotty and Roro. So we're gonna do Scotty's first.
How nice.
And then Roro. So 10 hit points to Scotty, 9 to Roro.
Thank you.
She'll give you a nod, kind of throw her hood back up, take her bow, and just kind of make a motion over towards the cave.
I agree. We should get going.
All right. Gil kind of picks himself off the ground, swishes his spear in a bit of the water, and just, all right, let's go. I'll take point. As the lot of you moves towards the cave, there's a kind of a precarious little walkway where the cliff is kind of falling into this little beach, into the water a bit, but there's enough footing for you to slowly kind of move your way around.
I was gonna say it's a good thing Scotty has a onesie now.
It's a wetsuit. It's not a onesie.
Swimsuit.
Is this? Well, yes.
It's okay, you win the competition.
It's a one-piece swimsuit, essentially.
Just wait until they get to another port.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a no. So, let me guess, none of us have light, do we?
Oh, it's down at the bottom. You should have vision.
I mean, like, the spell light?
I think the only person here who can't see directly is Nicole.
Okay.
I literally think he's the only person without dark vision. Yeah, which could actually be kind of a problem.
That he can't see anything?
He can't see shit.
Maybe
Now,
Nicole should stay back a little bit.
I'm trying to see if anybody has anything for light directly.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm pretty sure no one has the light spell.
No.
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 If you want me to minor illusion light. No.
That would be nice, but unfortunately. No one has torches either, directly.
We're doing great. We'll just put Scotty in the front. She can see the best, I think. Dragon Lady like you.
I'll tell you what. I'll stay here at the mouth, make for sure no one escapes. Or that if someone comes in, I can flag them down. I'll just stay here.
That's a good idea.
So I'm not excited to lose another fighter.
To find lose another fighter.
I'm just saying that we don't know what we're going to be facing.
It's true, but if I'm not able to see, I'm... well, just about as much as use as if I'm staying here.
True.
Look, I'll make a racket if something comes and gives us hell.
I'm sure we will too.
You could definitely kind of not happen to meet. Thumbs up. Gorgeous smile.
All right, well. He just kind of has a hold on his warfork and just... I'll hold the line here. Just be careful. So, you have the option of arranging yourselves.
Well, I let through all the forest. No. God, you should stay in about the middle area.
Well, it looks... I'm assuming that everyone can see their tokens in the...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, well, good. So that's pretty much what we've got.
Yeah, I think what we have is what we should stick with.
All right. And you, as you kind of proceed more in, because this was kind of at the mouth of the cave. So proceeding inward, I would like a round of perception checks, please.
What if I say no?
I mean, you can choose to be oblivious if you really want.
I'm sorry, who are you saying oblivious to?
Well, you see, you were choosing. That just happened. Really? Why are you not telling me who is rolling? I mean, I know who I clicked on, but why are you not telling me who rolled? Is that not? Alright, so it's not going to tell me. Fine, screw you. Jerks. Well,
You're not having work today, are you? Is that where Scotty wants us to go?
No.
No. There's... Okay, so why is it that Gil gets a name and Scotty and Syl doesn't? You can play... Do I literally have to do that, Mark, too? Is that what's going on? I don't know. Screw it. Alright, so... Apparently Scotty's just nervous right now. But,
Draws picture of a nervous chihuahua.
oh boy.
You gonna what?
Nothing.
You gonna what? You're gonna show me what? Speak up a little louder for our viewers.
Don't
All
we have-
Patrick of them.
Don't we have a
I don't think
cave
he's...
to get through?
Have a what?
A cave to get through.
Yes, we do. Oh my god. I'm closing... I'm closing down the Discord page, because, god damn it, every time I mouse over that, fucking Toonses. That's terrible. Okay. So, Gil, who's up on point, will basically just like... Alright. I hear him pretty close by. So, get yourselves ready.
I'm
You just had to make it all kind of creepy, didn't you?
I
Good job. Good freaking job.
Sorry.
All right. So we're just going to preemptively do this because we're not we have no illusions as to what's going to happen here. So you can go and roll in your initiatives.
Roro's the highest. Well, fuck me.
Wow, she rolled well.
Certainly high, I'm sure.
If only. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow.
So in the event that any of this actually needs, I'm going to be putting them there and doing this real quick. Mm-hmm.
I feel like the dice just wanted to get back to you after giving you such a low perception.
I don't like when I roll good initiative. I've learned the value of rolling really low initiative.
See, people put unless you have something really specific that needs to happen immediately, initiative doesn't always matter. Like getting high, because a low initiative, you can react to what they do.
And that's why I've learned to like a low initiative.
That's why I freaked out when Gil tried attacking Roro on the ship, and I was the first one to react.
It's like, oh crap.
The one time Gil didn't beat Roro in initiative.
Okay, now I need to go back to this. And I'm just gonna put them on there now. Oh yeah, they're doing great.
They're busy eating.
They're busy cooking. They haven't gotten to start eating yet. I mean, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, I mean, no.
Okay.
Really? Gil always has to beat me by just a little tiny bit.
His dex is better than yours.
The fact that the one with like no dex came out on top is kind of amazing.
You may not be paying attention, but you're squirrely as shit. You're just like, okay, something's gonna come out. Like, something's gonna happen. Alright. So, the lot of you make it to about here. Where you can start seeing the kind of shadows moving along in the corners and the... Like, there are critters about.
I'm sorry, what was that noise? I blinked. Love you.
But out of your peripheral, you can... you do take notice to creatures hanging about.
What do we do?
So that will... because now we're in tactical time. As I'm sure you're all just pleased to be. Which does bring us to you, Scotty. You see at least one of these things.
Mhm. I'm just never expecting to go first, so
It's like, oh shit.
that might be a bad idea, but I think I might do it anyway.
Here we go.
So, does she
Jump.
have range on him with where she's at?
What's that?
Does she could she get him with a ranged attack? She's
Yeah, you're not blocked.
okay.
Actually, you know what? Go ahead and real quick give me. Everybody gives me a group check on their stealth.
That was not a part of this.
Oh, hell. What? Clumsy dragon lady.
She rocked initiative and now she's doing well herself. Wow.
Oh, DMG Jesus smile on you.
For now.
For now, it's true. He's IQ
So here's the thing: the only person who didn't beat the threshold number was Roro.
He's in the
In the
back.
back.
Leave him behind.
I'm just pointing this out. It seems like we're having a repeat of last week.
Oh no.
The only person to not succeed the stealth check. However, it was a group check, and everybody combined has been able to cover for it. I'm going to say it's probably because, at the very least, that Gil and Scotty have know that occasionally he does this, and they were kind of keeping tabs on everybody. It's all right. They don't notice you, which is the important thing. So technically, this would be a surprise attack.
Oh, well, that's good.
I'm sorry. What happened? What happened to not pointing any fingers, Quinlan?
Look, the rolls are on the board. I can't do anything about that. The audience at home knows how you roll.
Okay, so I have a question now. So because now this is a stealth attack, does that mean no matter what attack I do, it would ruin our stealth if there were more beyond what we could see?
Depending on what you do, any potential others around could take notice of what you do.
But okay, so let's just say between Firebolt, which is clearly going to be obvious, and Chill Touch, would Chill Touch be less obvious, or either one going to give me away?
Well, Chill Touch creates a spectral glowing clawed, like a skeletal dragon claw, that kind of rushes out. It is basically like you're wandering around in a haunted house and you see this ghostly claw float around. It doesn't grant like a huge amount of light, but it does glow, and things glowing in the darkness tend to create notice. It may not be as directly flashy as a firebolt, but fair to say that it would go noticed.
So either way, we're going to be noticed, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna go with the one that has more power behind it.
And screw it, we're going loud!
This is incoming, bitches. You're gonna die.
Well, no one claimed that this was a stealth mission.
What?
So Scotty sees this thing twitch in the corner, just and then just blast of flame just crashes in this, and you hear this.
Scotty really wants to get to Tello.
Don't say it like that. I'm standing right next to Phil.
And this thing goes up. This thing goes up in flames. Just lets out a cry, and you hear a couple of cries pretty close by. Just where Scotty will hear just like, "Who's that? We're under attack! Get everyone!" So you still have stuff. You still have actions and whatnot.
I don't really have anything for a bonus, and moving outside the group proves to not be good for her. So
She has full range protection right now.
exactly.
Hey, I'm not saying you have to do anything. I'm just saying you can do things.
Well, I'm learning to not do things.
Well, that's your call.
Roro should really take lessons. Add this to his skill bunch.
Maybe.
Be quiet, Quinn.
What? I didn't say anything.
Fight you.
You don't like me?
Fight you.
Oh, yeah, well. We fight frequently, so I'm not too shaken up about that.
Oh, you will be.
Oh, really? That sounds interesting. All right, Gil. Kind of poking his head around, like, oh shit, there's one of them here. 5, 10. He kind of goes running around a corner.
And now I can't see blue-haired man.
Well, that's what happens. You hear some scuffling and another one of those. Roro.
Oh god. I messed things up last time. I don't want to do it again.
Yeah, things would have ended up the same way.
I simply just want to see what's going on.
Well, you go up and you see basically the end result of Gil kind of like knuckle punching Kobold in the snout, and it just kind of drops down.
Let me see. I only use 15, so I can have another 15 in movement.
Mm-hmm. You do see another Kobold off to your left.
I do not.
You do not. You should.
Here, let me just move him really quick. Maybe 10, 15. That was rude.
I didn't do it.
Well, according to what I see through your eyes, you should be able to see one.
Did you move me back to here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I see this thick line going straight through all the way until... Let me see. I see it going straight through right here until like right up here, and it's just faded from here over, so I can't see anything over there. I see this guy over here, but I can't see any other guys from there at all.
And why is this showing this to me from your point of view? Weird.
Okay, so...
Okay, well, just go based off of your own eyesight then. You were right there then.
Okay. Go here. Bye, Scotty. I can't see you anymore. That's all I can do. I can't see anything past that.
Alright, so you just move up and you saw that Gil took one of those things down.
Yes.
So Syl advances a little bit. Takes a quick look around. And Scotty, you see her fire to the right. This faintly, like, you know, like translucent green white arrow forms as she draws the bowstring back. And yeah. Just pegs this thing in the chest. It's kind of takes a couple of steps up here and just holds position, keeping an eye down one hallway. Now we hear the scuffling, the shuffling of many little clawed feetsies. How what's their speed? Okay. What's that? Oh no, they're not.
Well, don't make them sound cute then. Oh, see, now I see him.
Sorry.
Oh, good, you see him.
Now that it's too late for me to do anything about it.
You're the one who said you ended your turn.
I did, but I can't. Gwen! Don't yell at me.
I'm not yelling at you.
You did yell at me. You were like using your DM.
Was I now?
Oh god. Yes.
Okay. So, that will be a crossbow bolt to both Syl and to Gil. We'll do Syl's first. Don't think that'll actually hit her. I think she actually has an armor class. Yes, she does.
So Scotty's the only one without.
And that one just flat misses Gil, I'm pretty sure. Yes. I mean, you've got a 13. No, Roro's is lower by a point right now.
Still rude.
Would be tied, except his armor's all fucked up.
Not my fault and melted off my beautiful body.
Uh-huh. Scotty.
Okay, so getting to that guy. I don't. So these two are in the way, kind of, but can I clear them?
Those two being
Gil and Roro.
The gorgeous ones fighting in front.
Yes, the gorgeous ones.
Well, one, technically.
Don't be that hard on yourself.
Wow.
What do you mean clear them out of the way?
I'm just saying, can I make a shot at her over here without totally taking the monk out?
You can make your attempt.
That doesn't make me feel very
The
good.
last time she made an attempt, his clothes fell off.
Now, is that a good attempt or a bad attempt?
Got him.
No comment.
But no, I mean, these are bodies in motion, and you know, I'm sure communication is a thing that can happen.
That's true.
Yoo-hoo! that, Gilfin? Gilfin, lower thyself.
Kevin.
I can give you a list.
Person, stop. Gil, Roro, you should move a bit. Literally moves. Okay, Kevin.
It's not a
I
reaction.
don't know whether it's allowed or not.
Just do what you need. Yeah,
Damn, child.
totally just
All out.
as they both kind of like lean towards the individual cavern walls to kind of to give you some space. You kind of line your shot up and fire your blast, and this streak of flame goes through one of the openings in Gil's dome, like just bullseyes that and pegs this kobold right in the head as it just catches, and whatever like vines and grass and leaves and whatever, or it dried out material that is within its scalp and head. This thing just goes up, looked like Ghost Rider for a second before collapsing back, smoldering. The skull just burnt away.
Roro's on the ground crying, covering his hair.
Yeah, no. Just a little bit of flair there. Just Gil kind of looks back. Just that's a good shot.
And I'm gonna take the rest of my movement. Giddy up.
All right, I guess we're pressing on this way then. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
30, 35.
30. Gil continues on to about there, yeah. And then God, holy fuck! Yeah, no. As Gil moves down this corridor, and then you hear this as a volley of crossbow bolts comes flying at him, and he just like shit knocks a couple of them away and gets out of the way. We have company. Oh, bastards. So, that was his movement. Ooh, that would be fun, but he only has one of those. He only has one left. No, screw it. One up in front. It's gonna do something to it. And his dex save? Just barely fails it. Okay.
Is this what you guys hear when I type?
Yes.
It's rude.
Yeah, I know. Maybe someone should do something about that.
I tried, but like, everyone moves too fast for me.
So, Roro, it is now your turn.
How? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30. Okay. I'm gonna move.
Where are you going, Roro?
I don't know.
Into the wall!
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay.
So, at this point, you can see that there's a small formation of kobolds, two kneeling down, two standing above them, scrambling to reload crossbows.
Blow them up.
What?
Blow them up.
Wait, what's the one? 40. How much distance do I have on a short bow?
If you hit the gear, it'll drop down and tell you. That's
I
not
think
really
80.
Oh.
What is the distance on your crossbow?
80.
Or your short bow? 80. All right, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, I will take aim at the first one right
Right where?
here. The first guy right there.
Okay, what is their armor?
Not it did crap.
Yeah, no. It ducks out of the way.
Yay.
Screeches at you a little bit. Is that all for your turn?
Yeah, that's all for me.
All right, Syl will shoot at the one that she can see. Fires an arrow, pops one, and comes and sidles up beside Scotty there.
I heard you talking shit.
Okay, so we have kobolds now.
Oh. I say no.
I'm sure you do.
Turn.
They lose a turn. No. So, for what we've got going on here... Yeah. Your enemies are moving.
The mage isn't completely alone.
All right.
You just
All right, so here's what we're doing. First, an attack on Syl, then an attack on Roro, then 3 onto Gil. This is the order of operations here. And this needs to be small.
Okay, I'm guessing. There.
So that's the number to beat.
That is not a good idea.
So the first one misses Syl. The second one sticks into Roro for 5 points of damage. So as you shot at it, it just went. Apparently, the crossbows are they're used to this. You're not, apparently.
Apparently.
You've always been better with your sword.
Yeah.
And then we have 3 shots at Gil. Miss, well, and 2 hits. One of which Gil is going to say, to hell with that. Yeah, so he ends up taking 5 points of damage. So one of them as it's the kind of the hailstorm that comes at him. Manages to take one despite the fact I can just, oh, you little bastards. So that brings it to Scotty.
Hmm.
It's okay. You can hide behind me.
She would rather you be out of the way.
That's just rude.
True, though.
She can go somewhere else to be a flash cannon. Glass cannon. Flash cannon?
Glass Canyon.
Glass Canyon.
Cannon! Don't be mean! Bro, you should probably duck down.
Huh?
I'm pretty sure after the last one, he would listen.
So you're still right in front. So you can't move. It's not your turn.
I know! What do you think you are, DM?
Yes.
Work himself to the ground. I must clarify that because of DM people who we will not point fingers towards.
Okay, so he's
So he
on the
ducks
ground
down.
where
He ducks.
said-
You don't have to drop down. You just kind of like. Scotty's behind you, says the duck. Just ducks down.
He's gonna pull all of his hair into him and shield himself.
It's just cousin it himself into safety. Just,
You can do whatever you want to the skin, just not the hair.
I'll keep that in mind.
Oh god.
Which one are you attacking?
The one on the left front?
Okay. The one that was previously injured is now burst into flames. Is that it from you?
Yeah, that is it.
Okay, Gil. Well, you got the one that shot at me.
You're welcome. Oh. Where'd he go?
As he just kind of goes stalking up to this trio who've got their crossbows looking at this thing coming up and goes, I think the meat's mad. And let's see, the one directly to the top of him? Yeah. And we're just going to go clockwise then. And then extra attack. Yeah. So that happened. As he's walking up, he pulls the bolt that kind of grazed his shoulder. Comes in, just plants the business end of the spear onto the one right in front of him, pushes him to the ground, elbows one right in the eye socket, and then swings around the hooked part of his spear into the third one.
Weird.
And there's a bit of thumping noise as, yeah, for the most part, just barely good enough rolls to do it. Actually, I say just barely, but he rolled pretty damn well for his damage. So, yeah. You, Roro, it's your turn. You just saw Gil go up and brutally kind of murder 3 kobolds.
It steps away. I think it's right here. Yeah, that I don't see any. So I'm going to assume I can't do.
Alright. You're not doing anything?
No. I think I can.
Okay. And I will point this out to you just this once. Readied actions are still a thing.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Readied actions are a thing.
Ready action?
Yeah, you can, or held actions.
You can hold your action. Or
Yeah.
is it the next turn or?
Basically, until your turn comes on, you can hold an action and set a trigger for it. Kind of like how Gil just walked around that corner and then immediately was met with a hail of crossbow bolts. The kobolds held an action to attack the first thing they saw.
So Burrow can hold an action until a kobold steps in front of him?
Yeah, it's like, okay, I hold I hold my attack until, I will shoot a kobold with my short bow. The first one I see pops up. So if a kobold pops up, he can be ready for it and make an attack.
I will do that.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to, point that out for you, that as a possibility.
Thank you.
I'm a helper. Hey, I'm not just a dick. I have to teach D&D too. So that's a thing. Oh, good. I can have a back to my chair here now. All right. So you're holding an attack. Good job.
Thank you.
Sill's turn. Takes a pot shot at another kobold.
What? She must have like supervision.
I know, right? I mean, I was standing right beside her last turn, didn't see a thing. And she's shooting stuff.
I mean, it's on the edge of her vision, but she can see it. It's right on the edge of what she can see, and you were a bit in front of her.
Oh, okay.
So, all right, that one doesn't quite do it, and there's a second bolt that comes from that. So, yeah, another pair of faintly glowing arrows goes, and from behind you, and 5, 10. You hear the footsteps of Sill kind of coming up behind you, Scotty. Just if nothing else, you have someone covering your 6. I want perception checks from you, Roro. Alright, I'm pretty sure this is going to be that all... Yeah. So you hear the sound of skittering coming from this left passage. It sounds like someone was trying to sneak away.
Like someone's trying to sneak over.
Yeah, someone is trying to, someone in that area. You hear careful footsteps, but you hear careful footsteps. It's kind of echoing in a retreating way. Just, and Gil will kind of look back to you, just kind of double checking, making sure you heard what he heard.
Yoo-hoo.
Clearly you heard. He'll give you a nod. Scotty. Okay, you are next to Roro.
Yeah, and I don't know what else she can do. Can she ready an action?
You can. You can, yeah. Anything that's a one action or a bonus action. So basically, yeah, you can ready your you can hold your action for something. What are you trying to do?
I guess just the same as Roro. If I see, I would like to blow them up.
Okay, so if you see a kobold, you're going. What are you going to be blowing them up with?
Well, I mean, Firebolt's been doing pretty good, so we're sticking with that right now.
Okay, because because you have to be kind of specific with it. Like it's not just like, oh, I'm gonna cast a spell on them. You have to choose which one you're gonna cast.
Okay.
So, all right, you ready Firebolt for a kobold? Gil. Gil is gonna try and be a little sneaky here. Goddamn ninja is what he is. As he essentially uses the dash sneak option.
To disappear again.
Yeah, disappears around the corner. Roro. Just remember to count out squares.
Am I?
I mean, because you're going through what is essentially a wall. So
My bad.
just make for sure the squares puts you okay. I think you're fine, but moving forward.
Okay. I like
So,
as you roll.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, I know you do. As you're moving up there, see Gil kind of looks back and kind of holds up 4 fingers and indicates that they're around the corner.
Thumbs up. Gorgeous smile. You're welcome.
There you go. I was expecting something like that. Anything else you're doing?
Nope.
All right, Syl. Yeah, no, she's making sure nothing sneaks up behind, so she is readying her action in case something decides to come up. Oh, jeez, no. Okay, as they, some more scuffling happens. At that point, Gil will kind of hold up his hand and just basically flash his hand a couple of times, indicating that more have crawled out of here.
Wonderful.
So that was the kobolds. Scotty.
Okay. Well, that's an interesting thing.
Yeah, what you're seeing over there is a giant lidded cauldron made out of dented iron. It is lit, and the lid of it is kind of rattling a little bit from the pressure escaping from it.
Go make sure Tal's not in it.
Never she will rest of her guess. Why is her light so green? Or is it just
What's that?
Issue.
it is me? Okay. Never mind. Nope. It's just my eyes.
No, I mean her sheet's green here too.
Oh. Weird.
Sheets
So, like,
green?
around green.
I swear it was yellow when we started.
Are you sure you're not just seeing the coloration on the ground?
That might be it.
Because you are standing in a little bit of a mossy spot.
Oh, okay, that's probably it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the floors here have a bit of clinging moisture to it, and there are big spots of moss and lichen that are growing sporadically through this cavern.
So since I have my action, I'm going to move again. Is that okay?
Yes, that's the dash action. It allows you to move your speed.
No.
That will be it for her. Okay.
Okay, so you did that. Now it's Gil's turn. There's a lot of
Do you want to turn around?
them. Are you doing something?
No.
Wait, were you
Oh,
actually
are you-
talking or not?
Oh, you're whispering to him.
Yeah. See, I've already jumped out in front of an entire horde. I don't need to actually yell across the cave and get them all attentive on him.
They're forming up.
Do you think it'd be better if we went back and tried to find a...
Oh, they already know. They already know we're here.
Nice. We don't have...
So either take them on now or later.
I think it's best to be your call.
Well, I don't want to get shot at again, but all
Then
right.
don't get shot at.
Get ready to move again.
Okay.
Why does it ask me? I think it only can really be useful at one level. Oh, no, wait, never mind. As he incants, and we're going to drop this right in this back corner here, I think. Come on. No, actually drop where I want you to. There you go. So he just kind of mutters a few words, and you see some of that, the moisture off the walls kind of coalesce into a bank of fog that surrounds the kobolds he had mentioned there. And you hear this, like, you, Scotty, you hear these shouts of what's happening, you know, and all that, and Gil immediately 5, 10. Goes. See, he still has, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 20. He can get there as he starts moving around. He doesn't need to be. He doesn't need to be sneaky. Not at this point. So he just kind of goes moving in. Roro. Well, he turns the corner and goes out of sight, and you do not hear a volley of shots being fired at him, so there's a thing.
So that's a plus.
So that's a plus. You see Gil moving to a bank of dense fog.
I'm going to move here. Then I was thinking I can my action to dash.
Yes, you can.
But if only I can get just like a smidgen close.
But you are right at the fog cloud.
Okay. So that's like
Okay.
the border.
Yeah, that's the border of it. You still have your bonus action if there's something you want to do with it.
I don't think so.
Okay. Sill. 5. Well, she's a little more curious than Scotty is. As she moves kind of out of sight to you. And then you hear this this metallic scraping noise. And
Like tallow.
and a clang of something large and metallic hitting a stone floor as it resounds over the area.
That was pretty weird.
You do hear, because you're right next to him, startled yelps from the kobolds, and you hear a couple of crossbows go off. Rora.
Oh, hell.
They are fired wildly, and none of them come close to hitting you, but they fired crossbows.
Frickin' Cell. Silson, so help me next time.
However, that is their turn. As they were holding, what's going on? They hear a clang, and and there's just that pause. Just, did we get him? Scotty.
Okay, well, Scotty's this person. And this is the reason she died on the. Because she is this person. She's not going to let Sil by herself. I kind of hate her. Okay.
You're a little dramatic, aren't you, Sam?
Hey,
Oh,
last
man.
time she did this, she got shot down.
She got shot down?
The first game, she turns back for Roro.
Roro's to blame for everything.
Excuse me for being a little
Sounds about right.
playing to her character and going to see what Sil is doing.
So what it looks like is that Syl has shoved off the lid to this pot, which clattered to the ground, and is looking at a large, brackish, bubbling mass. And just seems to be looking in there. It's a deep liquid. It's like some kind of stew that's been brewing for a while. You can't really see into it from where you're at.
That'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. So, Gil will just shoot you a glance, kind of heft up his weapon, and just give you a nod, and will drop the fog cloud. As he jumps into the middle of these things. So hopefully he gets lucky like he did last time. No, that's... Well, he is still going kind of clockwise and getting their attention, so... First, let's go beat up some. The second one's getting a strike, still up. The third one next to him gets absolutely murdered. And he's not going to use that yet, so he's... That unarmed, and then his martial strike, he'll try and pop the one that he first hit. Okay. So he swings his spear around and kind of kicks out, manages to take 2 of them down, and heavily wounding another. And attention is definitely on him at the moment. Roro, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm just gonna move there, and then I'm gonna just attack that first one with my longsword.
Sword stab.
Exactly.
What?
Well, you stab it. You stab the hell out of it.
Stop.
It's still up.
Oh, hell.
I'm wondering if it wasn't earlier that, or if you're just being very conservative about your remaining spell slots.
I'm being conservative.
I thought. Syl is using her turn to basically she tries to get a she kind of puts hands on the top of this cauldron and is starting to try to push it over. She doesn't know what the hell that's in there. She can't see in it. Yeah, no. That she rolled a 3. No. So that's a 2 strength check because I can't actually roll what I intend to most of the time. Strength save, athletics check. It'll work about the same. So she spends her turn trying to kind of push this very large cauldron. I mean, it looks like it could be a personal jacuzzi if you didn't immediately suspect it was used for cooking people.
Cooking people. Quinn.
Which does bring it to kobolds' turns.
Very quickly.
So, yeah, there's going to be... Actually, why would you want to get in the middle of that? You've got 2 swords being brandished at you, Roro.
I disapprove.
I'm sure you do. However, neither one of them hits, and that last one that flubbed was the one that you had stabbed. You can use your reaction if you like.
I would love to.
Oh, ooh, hold on. No.
How
Both of them hit you.
What?
Kobolds have pack tactics. They have advantage when they're grouped up.
Am I still able to use the reaction for just mockery?
For cutting words, yes.
Right.
If you want to try and reduce a hit, they did hit you with a 17 and a 15, but alternately you can cut one of the damages down on that.
I'm not seeing... Oh wait, that's because it's over here.
And I believe you're at a D8 now for cutting words. It's use your bardic inspiration.
Okay. Okay.
So, unless you're feeling exceptionally lucky, you cut 4 points off of that. So, I'm guessing you were doing it for damage.
Yes.
So we'll take that 7-point hit and reduce it. It doesn't really matter. So, yeah, you will end up taking 7 points of damage as they strike at you. All right. 1 short sword is going to Gil. That will miss. And 2 bows will be shot at Gil. All of it will miss. You have panicked them. Congratulations. The meat is suddenly in their face. Scotty.
Oh boy. Scotty is so... Okay, yeah, she will help out Syl with her very odd actions.
She's not going to, dip her arm into the boiling liquid to try and see what was in it. Go ahead and give me an athletics check with advantage because the 2 of you are both working on this, and we're assuming that you just you bunch up cloth or something to not touch the boiling, the burning hot thing. So.
That is a lie.
You have gloves and stuff, so.
Okay, yep, let's go with that. And you want an athletics check?
Athletics check, yes.
Okay, here you go.
Well, good. You work them.
Man arm on her?
Scotty is very strong.
Muscle wizard for the win. So the 2 of you basically give this shove, and you push it off of its resting base, and the liquid goes spilling, just fleeing out, and you see what look to be like bits of matter that were hanging in there looked like to be just chunks of meat of some form, maybe. But it just kind of spills out over here. You hear the hiss of the liquid putting out the fire that was heating below it. You do see bones in this one.
She's covering her ears.
Give me a nature check real quick. They are animal. They are not human. It looks to be some kind of quadruped.
You can breathe now. You're good.
I love the fact that this is probably just as intense for Scotty as it is for Syl. They're just like looking at this thing. It's like, no, they're definitely cooking things here. Oh God, what is it?
What is it?
So that was your action. You still have bonus and move.
Okay, moving. I will move there, but I don't have anything I can do.
Okay.
The end of things.
Just push that over. Oh, not here. Moving on.
Goodbye. You're not gonna taste it first?
Gross.
It may not be. Kobolds may be like master chefs of their time. You don't know.
No.
Gordon Ramsay's in small
She'd
bodies.
rather not.
That's why they're so angry, because there's just a bunch of Gordon Ramsay.
Oh God. There's something for the fan art pages right there. Just a kobold with frosted blonde hair. That's great.
Holding up a sandwich to another one's head. Like, you dumb kobold, you dumb kobold.
You dumb gecko! Alright, well, Gil's not having any of this shit. He's gonna... Let's see. First he's gonna go to the one that he's flanking with you. They're gonna use pack tactics. Fuck it, we will too. Guess what? Spear! So Roro gets a little bit of gunge on him as that kind of leaf-pointed tip of the spear comes bursting through Kobold chest, who was right in front of you.
He's gonna gasp.
And it was the one that ended up hitting you, so you know.
Good job. Fine.
We're just gonna say he was protecting you.
There we go.
So he stabs with that one, probably back is like closed fist backhand the one next to him, who ducks out of the way. Little asshole. He'll follow that up with a kind of like a Superman punch down at him. This little son of a bitch is slippery as hell. And this is the one that he wounded. It's almost dead. It's in full panic mode. Then he just grabs the handle of his spear and swings it around with the hook, with one of the back hooks. Kobold friend still impaled on it, and he's making sure he takes this one down. Little bitch! So that was his... Yeah. Oh. Do I really want to use... Screw it. I'm going to use one of my remaining key points to flurry. Swing that, and then just hop up and try and stomp him on his stupid little kobold head. Goddamn! This kobold is... Slippery little shit. bringing it to Roro's turn.
Alright. Okay.
Wow, those rolls.
One of these days, I'm going to have a bonus action that allows me to take a second attack. That would be fantastic.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will, Quinn.
Sorry, lore bards do not get extra attack.
You know what? You're a lore bard.
I
That's
am
right.
I am a lore bard.
Fuck you.
You're not gonna insult me by telling me what I am.
I will insult you with your eyebrows.
I've heard that one before. So yeah, you definitely finished the one off that you were playing with.
Finally.
It's just
Did something.
Good job.
yeah, you got it.
There's a first.
Hey, no, you've been hitting them too. I mean, you have been doing good. You haven't been look, you haven't fucked anything up yet, and you've been actively putting pressure on these things. You're doing good.
Fine.
You still have movement bonus, all that.
I'm gonna move.
No one's threatening you right now, so.
No, wait. That was 5, 10, 15. Wait.
You can walk over the dead one.
Yeah, the ones that are dead on the floor, they are small. They're tiny. Just how are you doing that? Because if you're moving
Tiptoeing?
well, you see, here's the thing. You being right here, if you move to their straight line, you are going to move through 2 people's threatened zone.
Oh, no, I went around it like here to here to here.
So 5, 10, 15. Well, getting there will still leaving this guy's area.
So I should just stop here.
There or get right next to Gil.
Where next to go? What would flank him? Would that be flanking?
That would be flanking.
Okay,
And that would be good.
I'll just leave
That
it
would be
there.
good because Gil's getting pissed the fuck off at this thing. Just already this dodgy little son of a bitch. All right, so that's your move. Syl will move up here. And take a look around. Not seeing anything of any direct harm, damage, or the like. So, kobolds' turns. If I can actually remember to not blast right past them. Okay.
But can you?
Yeah, I don't know. So, these kobolds are going to descend on Gil. As they're just... So, 3 advantage sword strikes. Ass. Fuck you. Yeah, that is, 20 points of damage to Gil.
Ew.
Yeah, Gil is not happy at all. He's, he is beaten the fuck up is what he is. From your expert opinion in triage, Roro, it doesn't look like he'd be able to effectively survive another round of that bullshit. These things have just come down on him with these swords and are just, like, almost Caesaring him. Just bunch of stabs. Scotty.
Look, here's another. would it be my action to ask Syl which way she's going?
No, that's quick enough.
Okay, so Scotty will kind of point both ways and gesture for Syl to tell her which way she's going.
Well, there's still fighting. There's still sounds of struggle coming from back where they disappeared, so she'll probably motion over to where the rest of your companions went off to.
2, 3. Her first set of moves finish, and then she'll use her action.
Okay.
All she gets to do.
She runs in with just enough time to watch Gil get viciously murdered in front of her face.
Wow.
No, thankfully the damage has been done, but he's... You see there's a few kobold bodies. It's like, yeah, there's a few of them there.
She would expect for there to be quite a few more dead ones.
Actually, you can only kind of... You can barely see Roro, you can barely see Gil, but there's definitely some bodies, so that's a good thing.
Look, the kobold was turned white. Kills Roro on spot.
Okay, Scotty is very intelligent. That would not happen.
Sorry for offending you. My bad.
You're right. That just means she did it on purpose.
Like the time to take this bitch down is now.
No one would ever know.
It's not like anyone's going to like investigate. So they're just like, cool. The annoying singing one's dead. No one can call me daddy now.
All right, so what do we got now? We have got Gil, who's just gonna stab. He's gonna use the spear on the one to the back of him. I think. Yeah. Oh yeah, sure. That one he murders just fine. So he turns his attention from the one that's been ducking him, stabs the one directly to the side there. I don't have that specifically. No. And come on, we're just gonna turn that off because that's getting annoying. So stabs that one. Pulls it and just elbows the fucker in the... hopefully, just gives an elbow to his snout. You're not escaping me this time, you dick. And because you're flanking him... because you're there and being a useful distraction... he manages to smack him in the face, and he just falls over. And then takes that momentum to stab at the other one. That one will miss. And then he'll finish up his fourth attack. He'll punch him, and that one is very injured, but still alive. But we do have fallen kobolds. There seems to be only one up in this grouping. Bringing it to Roro.
Okay. Gonna go this way, and then he's going. What? Wait, I don't even have to do that. I could just throw an arrow from where I was, right?
You could, or you could take a couple of steps over and then stab him. However you want to do it. if you use the melee attack from where you are, you'll have advantage.
Okay, then I'll just stick there. Where did I? Damn it! 1 second. I totally lost everything. Okay.
I keep for some reason. I mean, you're a skinny ass elf. I keep forgetting your strength is actually higher than your dex. But yeah, that goes into you kind of circle around behind him, bringing your hand up and slashing this thing across the back as it just falls over.
that was cute. And for my bonus action, I'm going to use healing word.
Okay.
Okay. I wanted to make sure that was actually the bonus action.
That is a bonus. Healing word is your bonus heal. Okay. I had to wait until you said who it was for.
I figured I didn't want to be like, and I'm going to heal.
7 hit points to Gil. It's definitely looking a bit better after that. Just little suckers pile up on you, don't they?
More like they pile up on you.
He just kind of gives you that one finger raise, looking at you. Just he kind of looks a little bit tired. He's still beaten up. But he just gives you that raised finger, just like shakes it at you. Whatever. As he just kind of waves it off after, and it's like he's not in the mood to fight you on that, but he just gives you that moment of like, you know what? If we weren't fighting an army of these little shits, I'd have more things to say to you.
So cute when he's angry. Inner thought, not outward thought. Gonna put that one out in the open.
Gonna put that out into a will save. No. No, for that, yeah, no, that's definitely something you can keep inside. Considering the stakes of the area. Syl continues to back up slowly before, just that slight brush up against your arm is spatial awareness. She slightly bumps into you and just kind of stops, eyes focused elsewhere.
In our world, that's flirting.
It might be. You never know.
And Scotty takes nothing.
Oh, nice.
It's like, she found me.
Exactly.
Speaking of Scotty.
Oh, hey! What's up? You're a little late.
That could have gone better. That could have gone worse.
I'm really sorry. I went back.
That's fine. You find anything?
They were cooking an animal.
Could have been better. Could have been worse.
Yeah,
Did it taste any good?
I didn't try it.
Oh.
So saying, as you're kind of approaching, Scotty, you do see a light kind of emanating from further back in this cavern.
So, are we moving onward?
Yeah, we got to keep moving here. We will do something real quick. As there's just the slightest, there's kind of a low chitter that happens as Syl gets next to Gil and kind of taps him on the shoulder. Just, just bump. Yeah, right. I know. I'm up front again. As the there's nothing directly threatening you at the moment, so you kind of all come into this chamber and see another one of those large cook pots burbling again. Am I the only one who's... okay, this is a little alarming that they are going to have 2 of these things hanging around. How much does a kobold eat, anyway?
They were guarding this one.
Well... just kind of... He'll put his, the hook of his spear and around the lid and just kind of lift it off. This one is not empty, but it is filled with boiling water.
Boiling water?
Yeah. There doesn't seem to be anything in this one aside from the water.
Looks like they were preparing for something.
I guess we should just hope that there's not more of these around preparing for things. 4, to be exact.
I don't know. But obviously they were getting started on something. All right, well, let's get moving again.
Onward, noble steed. So much anger.
I want today to be over.
Is that Gil or Quinn?
That's Gil.
You both seem very transparent there.
Oh no, I'm having fun. Are you kidding me? First day off, I'm actually kind of halfway sort of rested, and I get to play D&D all day. I'm having a good time.
With your favorite people. Wow.
I mean, where's the lie?
Almost since Sam didn't say anything, it's just me. Mwah.
Yeah. I've accepted that I'm not her favorite people. That's fine.
What? Nobody said anything like that.
You're right. Nobody said anything.
Oh.
You know I had...
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. You're brave.
Oh. Because I like picking on. Because I like picking on people.
I haven't noticed.
No, why? I'm an angel, a darling, a sweetheart, really.
A dark angel.
This is true.
Fallen from the pits of hell.
Technically, wouldn't that be risen from the pits of hell?
No lie.
Actually, at this point, we're probably shifting that around a little bit. Because Roro is safe in the corner.
No. Look, there's cauldron number 2.
That one was just fully tipped over and out as you were
Yeah.
passing it.
Still, and I took care of that one.
Yeah, but they didn't know about it. Only Scotty and
Yeah.
And,
The two of them pass, see that over. There's like, oh, that was where the noise came from. So, yeah. So as you're moving down the line, as it were, I'll shift you around like so. Passing into view. Well, what as Gil's kind of moving forward is about to point out the fact that it splits, a pair of crossbow bolts come firing out, and Gil knocks one of them away with his spear, and the other one just kind of hits off into the wall. It's like, oh, now we're doing this again.
I could just imagine his look right now, but like really, like he's tired, he's defeated, he's really angry, but he's not actually like infuriatingly angry.
No, he's no. Gil is about 257% over this shit. he wants to find the people they're looking for or their bodies and get the fuck out of here. He is done with these people.
Okay, does that make it my turn?
That does make it your turn.
Okay.
And I say that from his perspective because these little shits are there's a lot of them, and if they sneak up on you, they can fuck you up.
I'm going to. Interesting. I'm going to short bow that bitch.
Which one? Okay, short bow that bitch.
Well, I actually had a good roll.
You did, and you hit him. And you did maximum damage for your bow strike too.
Hola, me gusta.
It doesn't kill it, but
I mean, I'm used to that, but
you have, I mean, with the most damage you can do outside of a critical, it is looking extraordinarily wounded.
I did it.
Good job.
You did. You very much alerted it to your presence.
Well, when you put it like that.
Oh, okay, yes, it's also fucked up too, but as basically as you know, kind of pull up your bow, draw the string, Syl just kind of ducks down to get out of your way. You fire that off, and likewise, we'll take a couple of shots as well.
Zill's pretty short. I'm pretty sure Roro could shoot over her head.
Is she short?
She's like 5'5", and Roro's what, 6 what?
Roro
Yeah,
is
she is 5'5".
Oops.
6.
So yeah, he's got 5 inches above her.
Well, yeah, but that's all. You're also not shooting. You know, you don't hold your bow above your head when you shoot, do you?
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't go like.
I mean, granted, for regular there, he would probably be when he puts that drawback, he would be like grazing the top of her skull, perhaps. Just from that perspective. So yeah, she ducks down a bit when she hears
Caroline here.
I was just joking.
So yeah, she ducks down, fires a couple more arrows. First one at the one that Roro shot, and then to the other. Yeah. Marksmaning. And she's holding her position there.
Hello. The pretty one. Oh, fun. Wait, are we not in this? Oh no, we've gone down. I thought this was still the cauldron area.
No. It's kind of easy to get turned around in these sort of caves, isn't it?
It really is.
Good thing Roro's not leading.
Yeah.
So, yeah, more. Get the meat! Get the meat!
Protect the beautiful one.
So they captured someone beautiful here. Sill's getting shot at. Yeah, that's not happening. And Gil is getting shot at 3 times because the other one's not a. Yeah, no, fuck that shit. That's fine if one, if only one of them gets lucky in a turn, he's generally okay. Cause fucking deflect missiles. He just kind of grabs one of the crossbow bolts and is like, sons of. Scotty.
Okay. Okay, so of course she's going to warn Gil to move out of the way,
Getting down.
which I think he should know by now.
Starting to learn that crackle as Scotty plays with fire.
Like, oh hell.
Sends that sailing. Smacks right in the head. It is still alive, but barely. Well, it's still it's very hurt. Anything else out of you?
No, probably not.
Okay. So that brings it to Gil. Oh god, okay. Gil's options are rather limited right now. Being out of spell slots and having 1 key point left. Gil is tired. The murder has been good today, but god damn it, ready for it to be over. And he doesn't quite want to get involved with all of those assholes either.
Nope.
Let's see. Go up to a choke point, and why not? Let's take a shot at the thing that Scotty was setting on fire. So, dex save from the kobold. No. And that's just enough. As this glittering font of water springs up from a crack in the cave and just sprays him in the face, and he falls fucking down.
Bye, Felicia.
Radiant water. Hurrah. Alright, Roro.
Okay. I am going to move just right behind Gil here. And I'm going to use my... Wait, I need to... Sorry, my computer doesn't want to do what I want it to do.
Oh, neither does mine. God, I'm fading out of existence here.
Now for Gil.
Okay. Give me just a second. Good enough. All right, so 18 hit points. Let me math that real quick.
Good luck.
Yeah, I know. It's always good luck when it comes to me.
Yeah.
You know what? No, I'm not going to do that. That is 18. Oh, yeah. At this point, Gil looks kind of still exhausted, but there is not a scratch on that boy.
I take care of my babes.
Oh, wow. All right.
I didn't know Gil was one of your babes.
He hasn't conformed yet, but he will.
Oh, wow.
This is not going to end the way you want it to, Roro. Or not the way that you're thinking it's going to end. So is that all you're up to?
That is all I can do.
Okay. Sill. Take a step over here. And what does this do?
I don't know. Two points. So I kind of need to zoom in a little bit to see what everyone's totals are at. All right. Yep, Roro's a little beaten up. Just a little bit.
Not terribly, but yeah, we'll see how this goes. All right, there's one that shot at Syl, and she's going to return fire. And you know what? Screw it. We're going to we're gonna roll that. Because I don't want things continuing to shoot at me. All right. So the first arrow goes sailing into this kobold, and seeing as how you're right behind Scotty, you see that it carries this. The arrow seems a little darker. Like it's normally this kind of like this lightish green-white color, and now this seems to be more of like kind of like a reddish brown attached to it. As it's fired at this kobold, striking it dead. Roro.
Yes.
It's almost like this kind of this cool breeze passes over your skin briefly. You can get 2 hit points back.
Woo!
And an arrow goes sailing. No, never mind. She can't take both those shots. She's got no line of sight. Them kobolds will back the hell up and keep shooting at Gil, because that's just That's just how that one happens.
It's the blue hair.
It's also the fact that he just kind of flicked his hand and this small geyser came and knocked one of their friends down.
It's the blue hair. I just know
You're in darkness, so there is no distinction between color. It's all black and white.
It's the blue hair.
Sure. You have whatever cannon you want there. Yeah, one looks like he is about to hit, but I don't even need to roll that for damage. He knocks one of the bolts away. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's not happening. Scotty, it is now your turn.
Okay.
What is Gil's armor class?
Good question.
Oh, well.
Maybe you should ask him again.
I would right now, but he's a
I
little busy.
don't know. There is no distinct. There's no in-game way of determining armor class.
I mean, I just wanted to say what you usually tell us. That's all.
Yeah, no, that's good. I got you on that. But for reference, in that last string, only one of those was going to hit him.
I'm going to assume the 19 was obviously going to be the only one to hit him. About either a 17 or an 18.
Well, a 17 would have hit him if his armor class was 17.
So he's an 18 armor class.
He's at least got an 18.
Did any of his points fall off from being melted away? Don't think so.
He's not wearing armor.
I know, he's a monk. Shut up, Quinn.
I'm just that damn good, Roro. You should know.
Okay, so
Right.
Can I get both of these guys, Quinn?
You would have line of sight on both of those.
Okay, that's approved of.
Not sure what you're doing, but yes, you have line of sight on them.
Well, whatever I'm doing, Gil should duck, definitely.
Okay. It's a lot of shit. There's a lot of shit flying around Gil's head right now.
Okay, let's really, really hope this works.
Oh God.
Okay, so this is the thing. And since these two are within 5 feet of each other, they get them.
Acid splash?
It is a cantrip that I avoid.
Why do you avoid that?
Wheeling face right about now.
Because, hey, and it doesn't have a half damage option.
Which is, yeah, it's, yeah, well, I mean, it's a cantrip. It's usually all or nothing.
Exactly, so that's why I avoid this, but seeing as there's two of them.
Alright, we'll do top kobold first. Hey, both of them fail and take 7 points of damage each.
Yay! Scotty did it!
Ah!
I'm doing it.
They're not happy, certainly.
I wouldn't be able to match it and be like, yes, lash me again. And
You never know. They could be weird like that. These ones, however,
it's a
are
fetish,
not.
I'm sure someone's made it.
It's got to be someone's fetish.
God.
I think it's included in Vor somewhere, and that's territory I don't want to go to.
So, continuing on, it's Gil's turn.
Yes. Oh, there's two things that could be beating the hell up.
Kill and them. Oh.
Yeah, you know what? We're gonna chance it real quick. He's been healed. He's been healed up. He's gonna get into the thick of them.
Nice.
Sees that glob of acid that Scotty just kind of like softball pitched at them, and pop, and they're sizzling.
With the leg and everything.
Sil, why would you say that? Scott, you got the guys on the boat and the only other female. After you now.
God, he's completely broken.
Okay. So, moving on. All right. Second strike. Well, those are the two injured ones there. And then the one who hasn't been hurt. Fuck me. Manic son of a bitch. Okay. As that's a dropped weapon. And okay, sure. Apparently there was this clash between the two weapons and they tried pulling each other away and moisture in the air or something. Both of their weapons go clattering to the ground. And then just after a moment, just kind of a brief moment of seeing them flick off to the sides, he'll kind of duck down as if he was going to pick up a spear and then swing around and uppercut the kobold, who is very wounded but not dead. As he's rocked off balance by being like Mortal Kombat uppercutted in the face.
In the face.
In the face. Lower jaw. Crack. Kind of wanted to see him go flying, but that wasn't in the cards. Roro.
I'm just gonna step right over here. Don't mind me.
Step right on top of the hit that number.
Oh, hell.
You couldn't have taken 5 more feet, could you?
Oh, I see. That was... Oh, my God.
Did you have that movement?
So...
Because you were right now, 5, 10, 15. Yeah, you could have made it there. I'll let you do that.
And still
Just
miss?
kind of... no, that will actually turn it into a hit.
Oh, yeah.
So basically, you rush out back. you kind of rush out. The kobold's reaching for its short sword. You kind of it's that scene where their hand is reaching out for their weapon. Your boot comes down on the weapon and like the tip of its claws. It's like looks up at you, and you're just kind of there and stab, and it just kind of goes limp.
Stabs and beautiful.
Stabs in beautiful. Stabs in narcissistic elf. So there's noise. And things have kind of calmed down, and Sill's just kind of, to you, Scotty, just kind of brushing you to rejoin the others as they kind of, she's moving to kind of close ranks a little bit. And that is also 5 o'clock here. We might want to pick up on the rest of this cavern rescue mission next time.
We have a very, very upset Scotty over here.
Oh, really? Are you fuming?
Very.
How much angry face am I getting right now?
About 7 or 8 shades. 9 shades.
9 shades of anger. Wow.
Yeah.
Because I'm not used to that one. Normally, it's for different reasons, but...
Oh, it looks the same as blush. Don't worry.
Shades of fury.
You're so cute when you're 8. You are so cute. Oh, you running away? Awfully should.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, our kids are still asleep.
I was expecting them to be up by now.
Yeah, us too. I mean, like that's what.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what I'm going on with this as a point. But yeah, we will finish up with this leg of the rescue mission next week.
Sounds good.
So,
And shades.
wow, are you really that mad at me?
11. Oh, middle finger. That's automatic 15.
Wait. Okay, now let's be fair and assess this. Is the middle finger towards me at the moment or you?
I believe that she said no. Okay, so you have a level 10. I have a level middle finger.
Okay, all right. Because I'm like, I thought that would probably be the case at this point, but I don't want to assume things. So yeah, that's a thing. We'll finish that. We will see their fates next week. But until then, we've only got a few short hours until we ratchet up and get going again, where you're not so mad at me.
Glare towards you.
You can't be mad at me. Not tonight.
I
So-
said that same line before under different context, and it not go well for me.
Well, context is key, isn't it? But yeah. We'll see you tonight, where we have most of our understudies. Well, we'll have our understudies, but most of the conspiracy will be here because I know that we have Fluffy out. But yes, we are going to be in Atropos and figuring out their first mission as a group together. It's gonna be fun.
Yes, Sam just said the kitty may not come.
Oh wow, she'll come.
Yeah. So much rudeness.
And I don't care how that sounds. All right, we'll see you then.